So, hello friends. Today topic for our Python is variables and data types. What are different variables and data types are available in Python? We'll discuss it here. So, let me first show you that first how the variables are assigned. First class, you saw that we show you the example of how data are assigned and why we need variables to store the values. Fine. So there are kind of, you can say here I have shown you three kinds of values which are assigned to variables. Like this is a equal to 5, that means 5 is integer here. B equal to 3.2. So 3.2 is decimal point values, which actually meant in Python or any programming languages as float value. Float means which are decimal point values. Even 3.0 will also called as float value. And this thing which comes under double quote is written as hello. So this is actually a string value we say in programming languages. So anything written in double quote always assumed as character or string values. So total three kinds of variables we have shown here: A, B, and C. So A is for integer, B is for the float value, and C is for that string value. Fine. Now these are the kind of value assignments. Now we'll show you how we assign multiple values in a programming language in Python. So if we write a comma b comma c equal to 5 comma 3.2 comma hello, that means that it is 5 is assigned to a, 3.2 will be assigned to b, and hello will be assigned to c. And if we want to assign same value to different variables, so how we can write that? We just simply write x equal to y equal to z equal to same. You can write any value. It can be integer, it can be any float, it can be any value. So inside double quote, if you write, I told you already that these are the float values. Fine. Sorry, string values or character values. Fine. So these are the kind of variable assignments right there. Now, coming to the main part, what are the data types in Python? So some of the important data types are listed here. You can see Python numbers, Python list, Python tuple, Python string, Python set, Python dictionary. So these are all you will find lecture note on each and every topic in the later classes. But for now, for this time, I'll just simply give you overview of the data types of this each and every one. Fine. Now first come with the Python numbers. If as the word suggests numbers means that it can be a simple a number like integer, float value, or decimal point value. As already I told you, this is complex number. If you have studied already in class 11 and class 12, it's something called complex numbers, or you can find complex numbers in the internet. How complex number works? This is the format of complex number. This kind of variables are available in Python numbers. Now, if we want to use some predefined functions to recognize what kind of values that we are using, like type is a function. Like we already told you in the first class that print is a function which is defined in Python already, which has some meaning. You just simply use that print function and use a variable inside it. Just need to it will just simply print it. So if I use type function, like that print function that is by default already established in Python, type function shows you the data type of that value. Suppose if I write print a comma double quote is of type, this statement is a variable comma type is a function which is already defined in Python, type a, it will simply give you the result as class int. Class int is the result of type a. It shows you that the type a, the data type of a is integer. Okay, there's a result. Now, if I want to know the data type of a float value, simply just, if again I can write another a equal to 2.0, print a is of type A, that will be shown as class float. Fine. Now, there is another small function or very useful function for number data type is called is instance, which actually means that it will have two values with comma. The first value is the value. First one is the value. Second one is the type that I'm assuming. If this is correct against this, so it will prove you true or it will give you false. Fine. मतलब है कि अगर ये चीज अगर अगर जैसे ये कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है, नहीं लिखा हुआ कॉम्प्लेक्स, अगर ये कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है, सिंपली ये ट्रू प्रिंट कर देगा, ये नहीं तो ये फॉल्स प्रिंट कर देगा. तो चेक करते हैं हम प्रोग्रामिंग के थ्रू. लेट्स चेक इट आउट. Just simply just I have to remove these three arrows which actually used in Python ideally, but in Python in Jupyter notebook you just need to write it from the starting. So if I write this, so what it will print? It will print simply print true, right? It shows true. Suppose if I write here int integer, that I am asking if 1 plus 2j is integer or not. If it is integer, it will show you true or it will show you false. Let's now run it. It shows that false because 1 plus 2j format is not of type integer. It is of type of complex number. Fine. Now let's check. Suppose if I change the value of to 1 and simply just write 1 instance 1 integer, it will run. Yes, 1 is integer number, right? So that's the whole thing. Suppose if I write here a, same result will print it because a is assigned with number 1. So if I simply just is instance a comma int, so I am asking if a is integer or not. If it is integer, then it will simply show you the result as true or false. Suppose if I want to check it for that value of a as float value, tell me what will be the result. You know it better, right? It is obviously a false. See, fine. So that's the function of is instance, which actually shows you that the second one, if it is correct for this one or not. Fine. Now let's move into our fine. Now let's move into our next part, Python list. Python, believe me, Python list is the most important data type in Python. Okay, data type Python. So why it is important? First, let me tell you how list works. List is an ordered sequence of items. That means you put some values inside a list, like it is in or it will be in ordered sequence. Suppose if you write anything inside a square bracket like this one, if you write anything in square bracket like this one, suppose if you write anything in the square bracket, if you write anything in the square bracket, you will see the square bracket, square bracket, square bracket, square bracket. So this is integer, that's a floating value, that's a string. Now you will ask me that, sir, already you told us that in double quote the string will be printed. Now why it is single quote? Now single quote, double quote, both meant for string values. So we'll discuss it where to use single quote, where to use double quote in the string part. So for now, list is a data type which comes always inside a square bracket. If you write anything inside a comma, that always form a list. Now, list can be of mixed data types, or list can be of only integer data types like this one. Fine. Now, let's assume that that's the integer data type. Now, how do you know what is the order of these values? Order means किसके बाद कौन आ रहा है, कौन से नंबर पे कौन सा वैल्यू है, कैसे पता लगेगा? तो इसके लिए क्या कर, देयर इज ए थिंग कॉल्ड इंडेक्सिंग कॉन्सेप्ट. So what is the index means that from starting from the left onwards, the indexing always start with 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, right? And 7. Okay. So this is the option. So these are the indexes. If I want to print the index value 2, how will I print it? Simply I will write A2. A2. A2 means A is the list variable here. There's a list variable A, where inside I put a list elements, and then A2 means that index 2, 0, 1 to index 2 is 15, right? So here the print statement works, double quote A2 comma A2. So A2 equal to 15. That's the result of this one. That's give you the result of this. Fine. Write another value, right? Like 0 colon 3. 0 colon 3. So this kind of values are called slicing. What is slicing? Slicing means if you write anything like n colon m, that means you're starting from index n and you are going till m minus 1. That means starting from index n and you are going till m minus 1 index. Now, if I write 0 colon 3, it means starting from 0 index, 3 minus 1 means up to 2. 0, 1, 2. The value will be 5, 10, 15. The slicing means जैसे आप केक में से कोई एक पीस निकालते हो ना, स्लाइस करते हो, वैसे ही लिस्ट में से अगर कोई पार्ट निकालते हो, दैट्स आल्सो कॉल्ड स्लाइसिंग. जब पूरा लिस्ट में से मैंने ये 3 पार्ट में निकाल लिया, दैट्स पार्ट ऑफ स्लाइसिंग. 0 colon 3 means n colon m, starting from n, it will going up to m minus 1. मतलब it will go up to 2. 0, 0, 1, 2. This is the result. एक चीज मुझे पता रखना है कि when we print a slicing value, they itself also a list. देखो ये भी स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में आ रहा है, तो anything comes in a square bracket also present as a list. Now another value, if you see there is a value called another slicing, a5 colon blank. Blank means they're empty. That means starting from index 5 and ending till the last in the right. So 5 colon blank means starting from index 5. तो यहाँ index 5 कहाँ से होगा? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was the starting point and end till the last in the right. क्या क्या 30, 35, 40. This will be the result for this slicing. So we will learn the slicing part more elaborately in list, tuple, and every part. But till now, it's just you understand this part. Fine. Now, list is called actually mutable. Mutable means you can change a value inside a list. How to change a value inside a list? Suppose, as an example, this is the list written a equal to 1, 2, 3. Fine. Now tell me what is the index of 1, 2, 3? What is the index of 1? What is the index of 1? It's 0. Index of 2? 1. Index of 3? 2. Now if I want to change the value 3 by 4, मैं 3 को चेंज करना है 4 के साथ, क्या करूंगा मैं? I simply write a2 index 2 which actually the value of 3, but मैंने लिख दिया a2 equal to 4. That means 3 is changed to 4. So now 3 is changed to 4 and the new resulting list is 1 to 4. Okay, पता लग गया आपको ये चीज? तो अभी ये जस्ट नॉर्मल थोड़ा बेसिक सा है लिस्ट में. वी विल लर्न लिस्ट इज इन मोर एलाबोरेटली इन द लिस्ट क्लास में. तो अभी के लिए लिस्ट इतना ही, फिर हम पढ़ते हैं अगला जो है